All right, and that takes us into the next fight. That is Daukaus versus Dustin Stoltzfus. And so, Kyle's coming in off of a loss here. He's going to be looking to rebound. Dustin's been hot fire. I mean, he's coming in win after win after win. He's 13-1. Both these guys have stellar records, 9-1 versus 13-1. So what do you see here?
Man, my favorite is when you say the names like they're questions. Like, I just love when that happens. It's so funny to me. Stoltzfus, I mean, here's where I really break this fight down. Daukaus, right? Where do we know him from? We know him from fighting Brendan Allen. And that was that was a decision loss.
That's his most recent loss, right?
Mm-hmm. And Brendan Allen at the time, before losing to our boy Sean Strickland, he was coming off finishing Tom Breeze and Kevin Holland. So he was riding a huge wave going into that fight, and our boy here, Daukaus, was able to push him to a decision. So that's something to consider, right? His grappling is really good. He's a UFC level grappler. He's a good wrestler. But Stoltzfus, Stoltzfus is an absolute monster when it comes to striking. He's undefeated as a middleweight in Europe. His UFC debut on Dana White's Contender Series was very good. I know it was controversial, but I see good grappling. I just see good skills all around. I like the aggression. I like that he keeps the fight close and he's technically sound. It makes him dangerous in all these little areas that you expect people to make mistakes, and that's what makes him very scary. But like I said, Daukaus, elite wrestler, UFC level ready grappler, wrestler, had an undefeated record going into that fight against Brendan Allen, and so he's going to have some good size. I think this fight's a lot closer than the last one we talked about. So, if we're playing your game here, calling the...
Hang on, we'll jump into the game. Okay, I have a question for you.
Yeah, tell me.
How is Dustin on the ground? How's his grappling? How's his wrestling?
Yeah, so here's the thing. I would break that down, right? Like, the way I kind of described Daukaus's wrestling is it's very American wrestling grappling based. Like, there's a certain type that comes with that. He's going to be pushing forward for those doubles, those powers, takedowns, and he's going to be trying to take you down and control from side. Is he going to be looking for subs at all times? No. Maybe run some ground and pound. I'm sure he'd be looking for some rear naked chokes that can get your back. I just think that's going to be his crazy forte. But what I like about Stoltzfus is he has that technically sound grappling. Europeans seem to be really, really fond of the judo styles and the throws and the sweeps and the sneaky submissions. There seems to be difference in technique there, finesse versus kind of raw power and that kind of part of it. So not that there isn't technique to wrestling, because it's one of the most grueling things, and I wish I could actually take it up, but I'd probably have a heart attack. But again, it's really different. And I think when you mix in a submission game, that European style seems to make it very comfortable with dealing with American wrestlers.
Yep.
So going back to your question,
and I guess it was
really
kind of a loaded question there, because looking at my history of Dustin, what I've seen of his, he does get a lot of submissions in the end. A lot of his recent victories have been by submission, chokes, that kind of stuff. So I that arsenal is still there, right?
And it's very sneaky. That's what I mean, right? It's not that power style like we see from these American wrestlers and stuff like that. So that's what I like about
finesse.
Him. Yes, because the way I break this fight down, Pies, is if you have a guy that's very American, power double, single takedowns at all times, well, the one thing that kind of scares me against a guy like that is the people that can sneak into submissions, that can maybe look for, like you said so eloquently, the McKennas, who find those nice little moments on those powerful American wrestlers
to take advantage
of those finesse technical moments in jiu-jitsu / judo and jiu-jitsu have a very, very close relationship, from taking it to the ground, from standing to the ground and stuff like that. So we see that in a lot of these fights when you have the American versus the European.
Absolutely. And so, let's hold you accountable here. What are you thinking for odds? Give me a favorite and what you think that number is going to end up being.
Yeah, so playing this game with you, okay, I think this makes us accountable even in the long run for myself, because it makes me pick who I think is going to win. And so Stoltzfus has to be the favorite, and it can't be by much. I'm going to go minus 125 for Stoltzfus.
Is there a way I can give you a minus point in this game?
Why?
Daukaus is a minus 265 favorite.
Yeah, see, like even in the notes, I have him way higher. I think Stoltzfus can win this fucking fight, man. Oh, that makes me so happy.
I mean, that's part of the point of this game, right? Is that, now we're seeing the true value here. This guy should not be a plus 220 here.
That's really interesting.
Win or not, he should not be a plus 220 here.
Wow, that's really crazy. Wow, so that's actually blowing my mind a little bit. That's going to be an interesting one.
Yeah, so stay tuned for that one. We're going to take a look at it a little more in depth, but seems to be some good value on the dog there.
Well, I think I'm already taking Stoltzfus right now.
As we speak. As usual, hit that bell button, hit that subscribe.
Ding, ding, ding,
we
ding.
love all you guys. We love you tuning in, so continue to do so. We really appreciate it. Our Instagram is there. Our Twitter is there. Give us a follow. Give us a comment. Any questions you have, shoot them our way. And Siraj, thanks again for the breakdown. I'm really looking forward to this one.
Yeah, I mean, I think we probably had some of the most fun looking at this one together and breaking down some of these cards and watching some live little videos there. So, I'm really excited. I think it's despite it not having the names people are used to, especially for a card dubbed as a pay-per-view with UFC 255, it's going to be good. It's going to be really, really good.
Absolutely. Make sure you tune in, guys. We'll see you Saturday.
Take it easy. Peace, my boy.
Peace.